Today we are looking at basic perimeter. Now the perimeter of a shape is the distance around the outside. Now to find the perimeter of a shape, we need to know how long each side is. We need to make sure all of the sides are in the same unit, for example, millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And lastly, we need to add all the sides together and make sure we have units in our solution. So let's go through and solve the problems below. It says find the perimeter of each of the shapes, and we're starting with a kite. Now we have a kite with 15 millimeters and 21 millimeters. But if you notice the markings, those two sides are the same and these two sides have the same length. Now I'm going to write P equals. Now because there isn't a set formula for this, I'm going to call this side A and this side B. And my formula I'm going to use today is 2 times A plus 2 times B. Now the reason that I'm doing that is because the lengths of A are the same and the lengths of B are the same. So this will only work in that situation. So we have 2 times 21 plus 2 times 15, which is 42 plus 30, and we have 72 millimeters. Remember, not forgetting the unit. Let's look at the trapezium. Now we have a trapezium and none of the lengths are the same. So the formula I'm going to use here is side plus side plus side, and I'll put a dot 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 just showing that that's continuous. Obviously there's 4 sides there. And then we simply add them up. 17 plus 28 plus 45. Now, I notice when I look at the shape, we have a number that is in the correct unit. So we have that in centimeters and we want that to be in millimeters because the rest of the shape is. So I need to convert that by multiplying by 10. So we have 73 millimeters. So I'll then add 73 to my shape. And then I add them all together and we have 163 millimeters. Let's look at our last shape, an irregular shape. To do an irregular shape, you would again just add up the sides. So let's go through. We've got 45 mils, we have 40 millimeters, and we have some other dimensions that we don't quite know. We've got 18 millimeters here, we have 15, we have our 11, and we have our 15. But we don't in fact have this length here, and we don't in fact have this length here, but you don't actually need it. And I'm going to show you that now. Now this whole side here is 40. That means this plus this plus this also equals 40 because they form the same length. And again, to show you in another way, 45 millimeters is the same as this plus this plus this, because you imagine if you move them over, they could join. So we have, instead of using that formula, I'm going to call this A, I'm going to call this our length, and this our width. And we have 2 times length plus 2 width, which is 2 times 45 plus 2 times 40 equals 90 plus 80, which equals 170 millimeters. And that is how you calculate perimeter when you do not have a set formula, using regular shapes and irregular shapes. Thank you.